Hey guys, good morning once again. This is week 7 now. I believe it is. I can't even keep track anymore. So I hope everybody's doing fine. Hope everybody had a great week. More than anything else, guys, I hope that you got to spend some time with mom and dad and the family. That's going to be our topic today is family time. You know, we've been in Genesis. We've talked about the flood and the creation and all that. And we're also going to talk now about family and how important family is to God. So as you know as well as I do, there is a pyramid, and at the top of that pyramid is God. And as you come down, the second most important thing is family below God. So how important is our family in God's eyes? Well, let's think about it for just a minute. Back in Genesis, God created Adam. Right after that, we know he created him a helpmate, Eve. And we know that Adam and Eve basically were the first marriage. The two came together and had a family. You know, they had two kids right off the bat. They had Cain and Abel, and we know the situation there. But that's how important family is to God. So the first two humans that he created, Adam and Eve, became one, and they were a family unit. Right after that, we know about Noah and his family, and then Noah's sons, and their wives, and their families. So family is extremely important. And right after that, we know we've got Abraham and Sarah. We've got Isaac, and we got Rebecca, and we also have Jacob and Rachel. So family is a huge part of God's plan for all of us. It's so important that the church is God's family, and it's our meeting place so you and I can socialize with more brothers and sisters in Christ. So that's how important it is. So I've been talking about spending time with your family the last 4 or 5 weeks, and I don't know if you guys have done it or not, but if you haven't, I'm going to encourage you again. It's going to be a short lesson this morning, maybe about 5 minutes of your time, and that's going to be it. But I'm going to focus on the family, how important is the family, what God says about the family. So if you have not taken this time to spend with mom and dad or your family, whoever that might be, guys, you're missing a great opportunity. And I'll say that because we're in a time that we've never experienced in the history of our country. God has a plan. I think that we've been so busy that finally God had to do something to grab our attention. I think God has grabbed our attention. And I think He's kind of wanting us to slow down just a little bit. I know if you're like me, we were all going 100 miles an hour, and our hair was on fire. And God said, wait a minute, guys, you need to slow down just a little bit. Let's get what's important back on top. And so I think this is a time that God is kind of saying, all right, guys, you've been doing it your way, and now I'm going to get your attention. So now that we're at home and we don't have all these distractions, we don't have any sporting events, we don't have any type of dance, we don't have any type of activities that we have to go to, we're home. We don't even have to go to school anymore. And I'll bet you one thing, you're missing school now, aren't you? You wish you're back in school. And so I know you're missing a lot, but God said, hey, let's slow down for just a minute. And let's spend some time at home. Let's spend some time with our family, whoever that may be, mom and dad, or whatever your situation may be. And if you're not doing it, you need to do it, okay? It's a huge part of God's plan for us is to spend time with our family. See, we're not had a chance to go to church. We're not have a chance to time to meet in Sunday school, where you and I can socialize together. And then once we leave our Sunday school class, we go into the sanctuary and we get to mingle with other brothers and sisters in Christ. So that's our family, our Christian family, our family in Christ. And that's huge. So the church is just a gathering place for us to meet. God doesn't only reign in the church. He's everywhere. He's with us at all times. And so you and I can get close to God, and we can hear His word even though we're not having a chance to meet on a Sunday or on a Wednesdays at the youth building or in the sanctuary. So right now, if you are not spending time with mom and dad, here's what I want you to do. you guys have dinner together, and then at nighttime after dinner, turn your phones off, turn the TV off, get you some cards or get you some games, and spend about 2 to 3 hours at the table playing cards, having a good time, laughing and enjoying each other's company. Because I will tell you one thing, there will come a time that you wish that your parents were there. And you're going to look back on this time and going, man, if I would have just spent more time with them. So I don't want you to say that. I know it kind of may be out of the ordinary and something that you're not used to doing, but initiate it if you have to. Get them in there. You got to play some cards. There's all kinds of card games to play. That's what we do at our house. Every night after dinner, we get together and we play cards. Or we've been playing this game called May I. And so it's a pretty fun game. It lasts about an hour and a half, and that's what we do. So we turn the TV off and we have a good time. Or if you guys hadn't seen it, the Chosen series. It's on YouTube. It's a great. It's about the Jesus and the disciples. It's an 8-series, little short series about the chosen disciples, and it's a good little series to watch. So that's what we've been doing also. We've been going over and just sitting down and watching that together, and then we talk about it. So if you haven't had a chance to do that, those are 2 great things. Spend some time with mom and dad playing cards or some games, and then maybe turn on the TV and put The Chosen on that you haven't. If you haven't seen it yet, it's a great series, and I challenge you to it. So that's really about all we're going to talk about today. I want you to spend time with mom and dad. God says it's important. It's so important that the 2 first human beings he made them come together as a family, and they produced offspring. So that's how important it is. So please spend time with them. If you haven't, I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to challenge you guys. Do it, and you will not regret it. I will guarantee it. Slow down for just a little bit and turn that phone off, because and there's a whole big world out there without that phone. One last thing. I know there's a lot of uncertainty going on right now. We really just don't know what's happening. We know that end of this end of April, that they're supposed to start opening some stuff up, and we're start being allowed to do something. So there's a lot of stuff out there. We really don't know what the truth is and what's not the truth. And so let me tell you what God says about fear. There's a lot of people out there that are in fear, that are scared of some things, and rightfully so. There's some bad stuff out there right now. But God tells us in His Word to fear not. We've got it right here. We're in Isaiah today, okay? So we're going to go Isaiah chapter 41. It's just one verse. And God tells us, He says, 41 verse 10, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will hold you with my righteous right hand." So right there, God says, so do not fear. I am your God. So guys, with God on our side, we have nothing to worry about. God's in control. God has a plan. This didn't catch God off guard. Okay, He knew it was coming. And so there was no catching God off guard. I can't say the reasoning behind all this, but if you just look around us and how busy we were getting, pushing God towards the back burner, weren't we? And I think God finally got our attention with this one. So fear not. He's in control. He's got a plan. He's got a plan for you, and He's got a plan for me, and He's got a plan for this country. One thing I would say, guys, is please pray for our leaders, those who make the decisions. They are godly decisions, and that God will influence their decisions in their lives. So hope you guys have a great week. We will see you next Sunday morning. Hopefully, it's getting close that we might be able to start meeting again as soon as we get some word from our governor and the direction that we need to go. Until then, I love you guys. I miss you. Have a great week. If you need me, text me. I sent a text to you guys. I got just about 2 or 3 responses. I hope you guys are doing all right. And if you're not, I'll see you soon, okie dokie. Nobody here but me tonight. No Bama, no KJ. Have a great time, and we'll talk to you next Sunday. See you guys.